I've been slacking on the Absolute comics, so I'm finna catch y'all up this week. Today we got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 3. It starts off with all these people at the museum watching Wonder Woman squabble on the news. But someone named Barbara is extremely locked in. They whisper to themselves, Wonder Woman, and she dashes out the facility. Wonder Woman returns to the military base and explains to all of them that the Tetracide is extremely resistant to magic. She gives them a rundown on how the Tetracide kills, so they have a hope of fighting it after she is killed by it. They're like, what you mean? That shit can kill you? She like, I'm trying to tell y'all this shit is something serious. Tetracide literally means 4 killer. That's because it kills in 4 ways. Death of fear, death of mind, death of body, and death of soul. Death of fear don't sound that bad. Now you're wrong. That is our greatest danger. The Tetracide will create a sound that will remove people's fear, instead drawing them towards it. Then they'll run right into the mouth of the Tetracide and die a brutal death. Basically, they're all cooked if they don't get the hell up out of there. She walks out the door and tells Steve to get them all out of here. She walks up to Pegasus on the beach. Keep your distance. Attack with hellfire if you can, but stay out of reach. I know, but if it lays one tentacle on you, you're cooked. And I'm sure Zeus will make sure you're not resurrected again. After that pre-game talk, she flies towards the Tetracide. Tetracide, I wish you no ill will. I only seek to protect these people, this city, this world. I will give you the offer I gave the Prime Harbinger. Leave now and never return, or die hard and painful by my hands. It responds by screaming in her face. That's all she needed to hear. It's time to squabble now. She wraps her lasso on her sword and throws it at him, then proceeds to wrap the rope around his whole body. Goddess Nike, lend me your winged speed, if not victory. Pegasus is being a good support character too by spitting in its face. But unfortunately, the Tetracide pulls out the sword, chucking it in the water. But before he can grab Wonder Woman, she reaches in her magic bag and pulls out a big ass axe, slicing his tentacles. But that ain't get the job done as he eventually grabs her. No! We then get a flashback of Steve and Diana fighting this multi-headed monster. This monster's been thirsty for Steve, but Diana's not going for it, and she gives it the work. After they sit in front of a campfire, and Steve lets her know that he misses home. Wonder Woman's like, tell me about your home. And he explains to her how beautiful it is up there, and she's loving this story time. Later at the crib, Diana just got done doing some studying. She distracts Steve, then tells Cersei she found the way to send Steve back home, aka a spell that requires a worthy sacrifice. Nah, you don't understand it. Nah, ma, I completely understand it. Later, in the middle of the night, Cersei wakes up to see Diana in front of a fire. Oh, what are you doing at this time? I couldn't stop thinking about it. About what? What's going on? About what I am to be. If I am a great warrior, and will someday be an even greater one, a savior of humanity, as you say, then I cannot fail in my first mission for humanity. Mission? To return them one of their great heroes. One good man is all it takes to save the world. He isn't a gift, mother. He is a test. If we are right that I am a great warrior, then the dominant arm of a great warrior is a worthy sacrifice. She cut off her own arm. For bro, what have you done? What was necessary, and they hug each other. In the morning, Cersei and Diana cast the spell in front of a bright green fire. Steve is looking and he peeps that Diana's arm is gone. But before he can ask any questions, he is teleported back to Earth. Diana tells Cersei that she'll see him again. Back on the battlefield, Diana does some magic and removes that arm, freeing herself from the Tetracide, and she falls to the ground, flying back to the military base. She looks around like, y'all still ain't leave? Then she pulls out a prosthetic arm, attaching it on. Steve realizes her arm is how he got home. He starts to feel bad about it, but she reassures him that it was worth it. She then tells everybody one more time to get the hell up out of here. Steve like, I don't want to leave you here. She's like, that's sweet and all, but bro, you're gonna die. Please leave. Then she walks outside and bumps into Barbara, catching her before she falls. She tells Barbara to get up out of here, then walks away, until Barbara shouts out, Wonder Woman! Diana looks back like, Wonder Woman? She explains to Diana that that's what Amazons would call their champion. the absolute best. Diana like, you know the film? Barbara tells her she studied this shit all her life, but they're interrupted by that Tetracide is screaming again, so Diana tells Barbara, we're gonna talk about this after, and dashes towards it. Face to face with it, she thinks about how this is where she's gonna die. She sees no other way, until she looks in her magic bag. And at that moment, she cooked up a plan. She grabs the news crew standing nearby and takes them to a tall ass building. Up there, she starts writing down a magic spell. After doing that, she tells them to record because she has a message for the city. Hello, Gateway City. My name is Diana, and I'm afraid I need your help to save your city. There's a terrible monster on your beach called the Tetracide. I've been trying to fight it, but it's way too strong, even stronger than me. The military is trying to evacuate you, but there's simply not enough time. And soon that Tetracide is about to make a noise, and when you hear it, you're cooked. So to save y'all from that sound, I'm gonna make the entire city death. I'm letting you guys know right now, I'ma take care of this. I need you all to stay calm. Just help out your neighbors and your friends. Kindness and compassion are all that will save us now. I came here to save your city, but today, it seems it's up to each of you to save your city instead. I know you can do it. Wonder Woman believes in you. After that speech, she activates the spell, and all this green smoke covers the city, making it death. And boys and girls, the chapter ends right here. Diana finally claims the name Wonder Woman. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter in the comments. And on that note, I'm gonna see y'all boys and girls next time.